All right, a guy who needs no introduction to WooSox fans, he's going to get one anyway. It's Nick Sogard back with us on WooSox Spring Training 2025. It's great to see you. Happy spring training to you.
Thank you. Great to see you too.
All right, take the people. I guess when WooSox and Red Sox fans saw you last, you were wearing a big league uniform as the season finished up. Can you tell everybody about what's happened to you kind of since that moment to sitting right here?
Yeah, that was a great experience. But since then, the off season, I spent some time in Pittsburgh. That's where my girlfriend lives. So stayed there for a while, and then home in Sacramento for a while, and then we did the Fan Fest in Boston, and I've been here since then. So I've been here for over a month now.
You get that first taste. So you're a big leaguer. The baseball. Somebody said to me, "You're a big leaguer." The baseball reference page is in bold now, officially. As that kind of set in for you over the course of the offseason, I know you're pushing forward, but when you look back on the fact that that's real, I guess like how cool was that for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty cool accomplishment for me. Something I've always wanted to do and become, but at the same time, I think kind of always chasing the next thing. So while it feels good, I don't know if it's like set in all the way yet, and trying to always get more.
Is there value in the idea that like when you haven't been in the big leagues, you visualize, hey, I'm going to go play Fenway Park. Hey, I'm going to be in a Red Sox uniform. Now you've actually done it. And so is there any value in the fact that like what it feels like as you hit your off season?
100%. I think even just with the route of my minor league career, I did kind of a little bit of back and forth thing like every year. So I think even in 21 was basically like my high A season, but spent some time in Double A. Then the next year in Double A, I think I felt more comfortable, right? So same thing, Double A to Triple A. I did that with Worcester, where I kind of had some back and forth. And then when it was my kind of like scheduled Triple A season, I felt a lot more comfortable having already been there. And I think the same will happen in Fenway, getting the experience I had, kind of understanding, getting to know all the staff better, and just the way everything kind of operates there. That way, when that time comes again, I think it'll be pretty a lot more comfortable than the first time up.
All right, so you finish that up. Then you go to your off season. Nick Sogard, this is breaking news. Nick Sogard's up 18 pounds since last year. How does one gain 18 pounds in an off season?
A lot of eating for sure. Yeah. No, but yeah, like actually a lot of eating, a lot of time in the weight room. Yeah, that's really it. Those two things.
And we've talked a lot over these last couple of years about the weighted bat program and getting power into your game and your swing and all this.
Yeah.
Like I guess when you kind of think about the guy you are right now physically and what your approach is mentally versus the guy you were a few years ago, how proud of you or of yourself, like kind of are you for where you're at now?
Yeah. I think a lot of it's a testament to the staff and people that have given me all the resources and help to kind of further develop the way my body moves, my swing, the programming and the training that I've done. So definitely that's been a big part of it. And then, yeah, obviously I got to put the work in, hold my end of the bargain. So it's a team effort, but it does feel good to see the kind of results starting to show up more.
I know it's early, but what does 18 pounds like do for you?
Yeah, we've been swinging the bat faster, hitting the ball a little harder, move more weight in the weight room, which is fun personally. It doesn't really, I guess it does help on the baseball field. Nah, but I mean, with that, I had to do a lot more running this offseason, kind of footwork, agility stuff to make sure that with all the weight, we don't kind of lose, speed or mobility for defense or just all that stuff.
You feel like you're coming for Jaron, like on the bench?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
As you kind of get into spring here, and obviously like there's a ton of competition personnel-wise, in this organization right now. There are a lot of good players. You're one of those good players. Can you take us inside kind of like your mindset as spring begins for you?
Yeah, I think it's obviously a pretty exciting time for the organization. The off season has been incredible for the organization. But I think a lot of us just kind of have the same mentality, like you never know what's going to happen in this game. None of us make those decisions, so you kind of just take care of your own personal business every day and build good relationships in the clubhouse. And then, wherever you're playing your ball, you play the best ball you can and let everything else kind of take care of itself.
It's been fun to watch you do it for a long time. Hope we get to see you play at the big league level this year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.